The only marketing constant is change. Embrace this philosophy to help destroy your competition. This is my online toolbox providing weekly quick tips and reminders in all facets of marketing for the construction, remodeling, and specialty services industries. We target growing your business with more quality leads. Everything is predominantly targeting online marketing with a combination of education, some strategy, and implementation to get it done. So this week, what we're doing is emphasizing the only constant in marketing, which is change. And the best thing about this industry is it's so complacent in marketing in general that it doesn't take much to destroy your competition. So what do you see here today? You could take out your cameras, by the way, and pause this video because this is a very cool episode. We know that we're leading edge when it comes to marketing, so take a moment to embrace this because somewhere between 2023 and possibly 2026, you'll start seeing these codes appearing on shirts, cards, the wraps of trucks, and it is a great way to be ahead of the competition because they're going to take forever to embrace it anyway. So what is this in the middle there? It's actually nothing. It's nothing other than a logo. So when you scan either the image on the left or the right, it's going to bring you to the same place. If you scan these particular codes, you'll notice there was a difference. We're not going to discuss what those differences are, but when you look at them, you could see that they all just have a different type of cool look that's helping us with an objective to bring us somewhere, but we don't necessarily know where that somewhere is. So what we want to do is emphasize when it comes to marketing in general, why do some contractors look at others and think that it's so easy? There's a very simple answer. It's not easy. What happens is there are so many different topics that we could talk about in marketing, from the website, the technical buzzword SEO, which stands for search engine optimization. You might hear people mentioning Google My Business, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, and even email. The reality is more contractors will throw money at random topics thinking that they're addressing their marketing, but all you need to do is allocate on a consistent basis a certain amount of time. And yes, money is required, but allocating time towards your marketing will set you apart, especially from the competition, where in this industry it's always been complacent and behind the times when it comes to marketing, so it doesn't take much to step ahead. So what we were showing today, and this is a cool code, it's called a QR code, and it really stands for quick response code, and it's a type of barcode, really a two-dimensional barcode, but it was invented back in 1994 is when it started to be used, and now we're seeing them many times. You might see them especially when you go to a restaurant and they want you to see the menu and they'll say scan a particular barcode to have the menu come up. It's the same thing. It's taking a code and redirecting you to a direction, which may be a PDF being downloaded. It might be guiding you to a website. It might be guiding you somewhere else. And we're going to talk about that somewhere else in a second too. What's your plan when it comes to destroying, again, your competition? Simply embracing change. It starts with education. You don't need to be intimidated by it. You don't even necessarily need to master it. You just want to embrace the various topics and learn just enough to have an advantage over your competition. Case in point, my online toolbox is a leader when it comes to education, in addition to not just taking the education at face value, but bringing it through the steps of a strategy as well as an implementation. Here we are. We just learned, literally, right before this episode, how to create that barcode. We've seen it, but we just never had a reason really to embrace it. So if you happen to pause for a moment and scan, you'll see that we're bringing you specifically to the landing page of our basic class. It doesn't matter whether you have a website or not. Either way, as you move forward from this year to next year and the year after, you're going to have to realize things change. And again, even here at my online toolbox, we're not necessarily looking to master every little technical topic that comes our way, but what we are looking to do is learn just enough to help our clients be able to have an advantage over their other competitors who, again, traditionally are complacent when it comes to marketing topics. So remember, when it comes to marketing, there's going to be three facets. Take a little education, take a moment to create a strategy on what's best for you to implement, and then do something about it. Don't just keep talking about it forever. Here's something cool. We actually always will end the year talking about, or excuse me, end a social post, forgive me, about learning from us. And we do have three different ways that we provide a weekly quick tip. There's different facets to those quick tips, but you could come and learn from us here on our Facebook page. You could learn from our YouTube channel if you prefer to listen through video. And there's another secret. You could watch as our premium clients are constantly moving along with their featured projects on our Instagram channel. You could find them out on your own quickly. It's easy. Anybody here should be able to go to any of those three platforms and figure out where the My Online Toolbox asset is to be able to like, subscribe, or follow. But you know what you can do too? You could scan that QR code and quickly get to any of the social areas that you prefer, or all of them, to like, subscribe, and follow us. This is My Online Toolbox reminding you to remember to follow us on our social channels, and never forget to start planning yesterday for next year's marketing and profits to destroy your competition in the future. Have a healthy week, and we will see you next week.